Sir Richard Charles Nicholas Branson, born the 18th of July 1950, Blackheath, Greater London, UK, British investor, businessman, founder and CEO of the Virgin Group of companies with more than 350 companies. His first commercial success was with the magazine Student, which he published at the age of 16. In 1971, it opened the first store of the Virgin megastore chain, which has become widespread worldwide. With its sleek and competitive style and sales strategy, the Virgin brand grew rapidly, especially in the 1980s. In this way, with the same strategy, he raised the airline company named Virgin Atlantic Airways and the music company Virgin Records. Richard Branson's fortune is estimated to be over £4 billion today. He founded the spaceflight company Virgin Galactic, located at the Mojave Air and Spaceport, which he recorded for the Spaceshiptwo suborbital spacecraft designed for. As of 2014, his net worth was $4.6 billion. Sir Richard Charles Nicholas Branson is well known for his Virgin company, which has supposedly earned him approximately £2.58 billion, and having very few qualifications didn't stop him from achieving this. He has been awarded an honorary degree of Doctor in Technology, knighted by HRH Prince of Wales in 2000, awarded a Tony Janus Award, a German Media Prize and United Nations Correspondents Association Citizen of the World Award, all because of his services in business. In the 70s, Branson opened his first record store called Virgin Records and became successful enough for Branson to then start his own record label called Virgin Records. He signed well-known musicians and bands such as the Sex Pistols and Culture Club and more. Although Sir Richard Branson sold Virgin Records in order to keep Virgin Atlantic Airways, Branson now has a new record label called V2. In the 90s, Branson started Virgin Trains and Virgin Mobile. The first being the company that nearly damaged his career as trains were unreliable and so Virgin was losing lots of money fast. Recent business ventures is Virgin Galactic and Virgin Media. Virgin Galactic is going to be the first space company to take paying passengers into space and back, whereas Virgin Media is a combination of Virgin Mobile and TV company NTL, of which Branson is the biggest shareholder. With Sir Richard Branson having even more companies than those listed above, being knighted, being a billionaire as well as setting world record attempts, saving the planet and appearing in films and TV numerous times, it shows just how powerful this man currently is and how influential he must be in society, as at some point in your life you will probably buy something from at least one of his companies. Do not be embarrassed by your failures, learn from them and start again. My general attitude to life is to enjoy every minute of every day. I never do anything with a feeling of, oh God, I've got to do this today. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing, and by falling over. For a successful entrepreneur, it can mean extreme wealth. But with extreme wealth comes extreme responsibility. And the responsibility for me is to invest in creating new businesses, create jobs, employ people, and to put money aside to tackle issues where we can make a difference. Ridiculous yachts and private planes and big limousines won't make people enjoy life more, and it sends out terrible messages to the people who work for them. It would be so much better if that money was spent in Africa. And it's about getting a balance. Business opportunities are like buses, there's always another one coming. A business has to be involving, it has to be fun, and it has to exercise your creative instincts. I was dyslexic. I had no understanding of schoolwork whatsoever. I certainly would have failed IQ tests. And it was one of the reasons I left school when I was 15 years old. And if I'm not interested in something, I don't grasp it. If you want to be a millionaire, start with $1 billion and launch a new airline. Through the right people focusing on the right things, we can, in me, get on top of a lot if not most of the problems of this world. And that's what a number of us are trying to do. The balloons only have one life, and the only way of finding out whether they work is to attempt to fly around the world. To me, business isn't about wearing suits or pleasing stockholders. It's about being true to yourself, your ideas, and focusing on the essentials. Well, the odds must be against anybody being able to fly around the world in a balloon on the first attempt. All of us who are attempting to go around the world in balloons are effectively flying in experimental craft because these crafts cannot be tested. I think it's quite great to set yourself a big challenge, and then you've got another reason for keeping fit. I never get the accountants in before I start up a business. It's done on gut feeling, especially if I can see that they are taking the mickey out of the consumer. Right now I'm just delighted to be alive and to have had a nice long bath. One thing is certain in business. You and everyone around you will make mistakes. So I've seen life as one long learning process. And if I see, if I fly on somebody else's airline and find the experience is not a pleasant one, which it wasn't in 21 years ago, then I'd think, well, maybe I can create the kind of airline that I'd like to fly on. You never know with these things when you're trying something new what can happen. This is all experimental. My philosophy is that if I have any money I invest it in new ventures and not have it sing around. My mother was determined to make us independent. When I was 4 years old, she stopped the car a few miles from our house and made me find my own way home across the fields. Do not be embarrassed by your failures. learn from them and start again. My general attitude to life is to enjoy every minute of every day. I never do anything with a feeling of, oh God, I've got to do this today. You don't learn to walk by following rules. You learn by doing, and by falling over. For a successful entrepreneur, it can mean extreme wealth. But with extreme wealth comes extreme responsibility. And the responsibility for me is to invest in creating new businesses, create jobs, employ people, and to put money aside to tackle issues where we can make a difference. Ridiculous yachts and private planes and big limousines won't make people enjoy life more, and it sends out terrible messages to the people who work for them. It would be so much better if that money was spent in Africa. And it's about getting a balance. Business opportunities are like buses, there's always another one coming. A business has to be involving, it has to be fun, and it has to exercise your creative instincts. I was dyslexic. I had no understanding of schoolwork whatsoever. I certainly would have failed IQ tests. And it was one of the reasons I left school when I was 15 years old. And if I'm not interested in something, I don't grasp it. If you want to be a millionaire, start with $1 billion and launch a new airline. Through the right people focusing on the right things, we can, in me, get on top of a lot if not most of the problems of this world. And that's what a number of us are trying to do. The balloons only have one life, and the only way of finding out whether they work is to attempt to fly around the world. To me, business isn't about wearing suits or pleasing stockholders. It's about being true to yourself, your ideas, and focusing on the essentials. Well, the odds must be against anybody being able to fly around the world in a balloon on the first attempt. All of us who are attempting to go around the world in balloons are effectively flying in experimental craft because these crafts cannot be tested. I think it's quite great to set yourself a big challenge, and then you've got another reason for keeping fit. I never get the accountants in before I start up a business. It's done on gut feeling, especially if I can see that they are taking the mickey out of the consumer. Right now I'm just delighted to be alive and to have had a nice long bath. One thing is certain in business. You and everyone around you will make mistakes. So I've seen life as one long learning process. And if I see, if I fly on somebody else's airline and find the experience is not a pleasant one, which it wasn't in 21 years ago, then I'd think, well, maybe I can create the kind of airline that I'd like to fly on. You never know with these things when you're trying something new what can happen. This is all experimental. My philosophy is that if I have any money I invest it in new ventures and not have it sing around. My mother was determined to make us independent. When I was 4 years old, she stopped the car a few miles from our house and made me find my own way home across the fields. I got hopelessly lost. I believe in benevolent dictatorship provided I am the dictator. I wanted to be an editor or a journalist. I wasn't really interested in being an entrepreneur, but I soon found I had to become an entrepreneur in order to keep my magazine going. I love the freedom of movement that my phone gives me. That has definitely transformed my life. The funny thing is, people won't let me pay for things. I'll be in a restaurant and the manager will say, "Oh no, it's on the house."